All right, everybody, welcome back to another deep dive.
Today, we're going to be doing something a little bit different.
And that's taking a deep dive into a song.
Oh, cool.
Have you ever heard of a band called Depeche Mode?
Yeah, of course. Huge fan, actually.
Oh, perfect.
So today, we're going to be taking a deep dive into one of their most popular songs.
And that's Just Can't Get Enough.
Nice.
Now, this song is all about insatiable desire
Mm-hmm.
and longing.
And we're going to be exploring how the lyrics
And the music of this song.
work together to create this really intense.
Feeling.
I'm excited.
Yeah, me too.
So let's start with the title of the song, Just Can't Get Enough.
Which is repeated over and over and over again throughout the entire song.
Right.
What do you think about that?
Well, I mean, I think it's such a powerful way to emphasize that feeling of overwhelming desire, you know?
Right.
Like you're just completely consumed by this need for something.
Yeah, you just can't get enough.
Exactly. And I think that repetition.
Almost becomes like an addiction.
Oh,
You know,
yeah.
you're just hooked on this feeling, you know?
Yeah.
And it can be interpreted in so many different ways. You know, it could be about romantic love.
Could be about obsession.
You know, it could be about anything that evokes that kind of intense desire.
And I think you're right. It definitely creates that feeling of addiction.
And like repetition, it almost makes you feel that craving.
Yeah.
Like a musical representation of that feeling.
Okay, so let's move on to some of the specific lyrics in the song.
The song opens with the lines,
All the things you do to me.
and everything you said.
What do you think those lines suggest about the object of the singer's affection?
You know, I think it's interesting because those lines are actually quite ambiguous.
Yeah.
You know, they don't really tell us much about who this person is or what they're like.
But I think that's part of the beauty of the song, you know, because it allows the listener to project their own experiences onto it,
That's true.
you know? So it could be about anyone or anything that makes the singer feel that way.
Yeah. And that kind of plays into that idea of insatiable desire,
Right.
right? Because the song doesn't really give us a concrete object of desire.
So it could be anything.
Exactly.
It could be anything.
It's up to the listener to fill in the blanks.
Okay, so moving on to some more of the lyrics in the song.
There's some really interesting imagery in the song.
Mm-hmm.
We have the lines.
We slip and slide as we fall in love.
How do those lines contribute to the overall feeling of the song?
Well, I think those lines use sensory language, you know, to
Yeah.
paint this really vivid picture of passion.
And excitement?
You know, you can almost feel the loss of control,
Yeah.
the surrender to the feeling,
Yeah, and that really emphasizes...
the overwhelming nature of the desire
Exact.
that's being expressed in the song.
Okay, so then the song takes a little bit of a turn.
With the lines, and when it rains.
You're shining down for me.
What do you make of those lines?
Well, I think those lines are really interesting because they introduce this contrast.
You know, the rest of the song is so focused on this intense,
Right.
almost frantic desire.
And then suddenly we have these lines that suggest that even amidst difficulties,
Yeah.
you know, even when it rains,
The object of affection brings light and joy. You know, it's like a moment of peace.
and solace in the midst of all the chaos.
And it really makes you think about,
You know, what is it about this person?
that makes them shine down for me.
Even when it rains.
Yeah, it's a beautiful image, you know?
It is.
It suggests that maybe there's more to this relationship.
Than just the intense desire.
Yeah.
You know, maybe there's a deeper connection there.
Okay, and then how does the song wrap up?
Well, I mean, it ends right back where it began,
Right.
you know, with that final repetition of just can't get enough.
It's like the song itself can't escape the grip of this all-consuming desire.
And it leaves the listener with a sense of the singers.
All-consuming desire.
Exactly.
So what do you think is the takeaway message of this song?
Oh, man, that's a great question.
You know, I think it's really up to the listener to decide.
What this song means to them, you know?
But I think it definitely celebrates the joy of intense desire. You know, that feeling of wanting something so badly.
That you just can't get enough of it.
Right.
But I also think it warns about the potential dangers of obsession. You know? Like that feeling can be really consuming.
And it can sometimes lead you down a dark path.
Yeah, so it's kind of a double-edged sword.
Exactly.
It's a celebration of desire.
But also a cautionary tale.
And with that, we've taken a deep dive into Depeche Mode's Just Can't Get Enough.
A great song.
What are your thoughts on the song?
I think it's brilliant
You know, the way they use repetition and those simple lyrics?
to create this really powerful emotional experience.
That's just incredible.
Yeah, it's a classic for a reason.
It really is.
So until next time, happy listening.